What if I told you this product you're looking at right now was made by one person, at home, using simple tools? No factory, no team, just a smart setup in a small space. This is resin art, and it's only one example. In today's video, I'm breaking down 9 real home-based manufacturing ideas, all with setups that stay under $1,000. Stay with me, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Business Dash for more real business ideas. Let's dive in. Number 1. Small batch scented candles. Scented candles don't need to be explained to customers. People already buy them for their homes, for gifts, and for moments when they want a space to feel calmer or more personal. That's what makes this idea work. You're not creating a new habit, you're fitting into an existing one. From a business perspective, candles sit in a sweet spot between product and emotion. Buyers don't compare them like groceries. They respond to scent names, jar style, and how the brand makes them feel. That gives small sellers room to compete without trying to be cheaper than mass brands. This idea usually starts with small, controlled spending. When everything is added up, basic equipment, starter wax, fragrance options, jars, wicks, and labels, the total starting cost typically falls between $440 and $500. That keeps the risk manageable and allows testing without overcommitting. Candles also have a natural repeat cycle. They don't last forever. When someone enjoys one, they usually want the same scent again or try another from the same seller. That repeat behavior is where consistency comes from. Most sales come through visual platforms like Instagram and Etsy, along with local markets and gift-focused shops. Candles aren't a fast trend. They're a steady, lifestyle-driven product that rewards patience and branding. Number 2, handmade soap. Soap works as a business idea because it's unavoidable. Everyone uses it. The difference here isn't necessity, it's preference. Some people care deeply about how a soap smells, feels, and fits into their routine, and they're willing to switch brands when something feels better. This idea benefits from familiarity. Customers already understand the product, which lowers resistance. They don't need education, they just need to like the experience enough to come back for the same bar again. From a numbers point of view, this business stays grounded. When you combine the cost of basic tools, molds, oils, fragrance, packaging, and safety items, the typical startup total lands between $510 and $550. That puts it in reach without needing scale or volume. Soap also builds loyalty quietly. If someone finds a soap that works well for them, they tend to stick with it. That repeat usage is what makes this idea sustainable, not one-time purchases. Sales usually grow through Etsy, Instagram, local markets, and small retailers. It's not about selling to everyone, it's about finding the customers who care, then keeping them. Number 3, spice blends and dry rubs. Spice blends work because they remove friction. People already cook, but choosing and mixing spices every time is effort. A ready-made blend saves time, simplifies decisions, and becomes part of someone's routine once they trust it. This idea stands out because it's operationally simple. No refrigeration, no fragile inventory, no complex handling. The business focuses on consistency, portioning, and presentation rather than production complexity. From a startup standpoint, spending stays focused. A scale, basic grinding equipment, initial spice inventory, and packaging make up most of the cost. When everything is combined, the typical starting budget sits around $470. The strength of this model is replacement buying. Spices get used up. When someone finds a blend they enjoy for grilling or everyday meals, they usually reorder the same one instead of experimenting again. These products sell well online because they ship easily and store well. Most sellers rely on Etsy, Amazon Handmade, local food markets, and direct social media sales. It's a quiet business, but one built on habit rather than hype. Number 4, heat press custom apparel. Custom apparel works because it's not really about clothing, it's about identity. Events, small brands, schools, teams, creators, and local businesses constantly need short runs of shirts or totes with specific designs. They don't want thousands of pieces. They want something fast, flexible, and personal. That's why this idea makes sense at a small scale. You're not competing with big clothing brands or factories. You're offering convenience and customization, which large manufacturers are bad at. From a business perspective, the spending is very direct. The heat press is the core asset, supported by starter materials and blanks. When everything is counted together, press, materials, blank apparel, and small accessories, the total startup cost typically lands around $650 to $700. What makes this model strong is that nothing exists before it's sold. You're not guessing demand or holding finished inventory. Orders come first, production follows. That keeps waste low and cash flow predictable. Most sales come from Instagram, Etsy, local events, schools, clubs, creators, and nearby businesses that need small quantities quickly. This isn't a fashion brand, it's a practical service that people already look for. Number 5. Leather small goods. Leather products sell because the material itself carries meaning. Even simple items like card holders or key organizers feel intentional when they're made from real leather. Customers associate weight, texture, and durability with value, which changes how they judge the product. This idea isn't about speed or volume, it's about patience and perception. You're not racing factories, you're offering something that feels personal and long-lasting. That positioning protects the business from price wars. Startup costs stay reasonable for a physical product. When you combine basic hand tools, leather hides for small items, hardware, and finishing supplies, the total starting cost usually comes close to $500. Leather also creates trust over time. When someone buys one piece and likes how it ages or feels in daily use, they're far more likely to return for another item or buy one as a gift. These products tend to sell well through Etsy, Instagram, local markets, gift shops, and custom orders. Trends change, but durable goods built on material quality stay relevant. Number 6. Concrete/Jesmonite home decor. Concrete and Jesmonite decor works because weight signals quality. When someone picks up a tray, planter, or candle holder and feels the heaviness, it instantly feels premium. The appeal isn't decoration alone, it's presence. This idea performs best when it stays focused. Sellers usually succeed by offering a small range of shapes and finishes instead of chasing trends. Minimal designs fit more homes and reduce decision fatigue for buyers. From a startup point of view, costs remain controlled. Molds, basic tools, safety items, and initial materials make up the bulk of the investment. When everything is added together, the typical startup cost lands between $350 and $400, making it one of the more accessible decor ideas. The business strength here is durability. These products don't expire, don't spoil, and don't depend on seasons. They photograph well and ship reliably, which supports online sales. Most demand comes from Instagram, Etsy, home decor markets, boutiques, and buyers looking for modern, neutral pieces that don't feel mass-produced. Number 7. Button badge and pin making. This idea works because buttons and pins are impulse products tied to identity. People buy them to support a cause, promote a brand, represent a school, or simply express personality. They're small, affordable, and emotionally driven, which is exactly why they sell consistently. From a business perspective, this is a simple machine-based setup with fast turnaround. A manual or semi-automatic badge press allows you to produce custom pins on demand for events, campaigns, clubs, creators, and local businesses. You're not selling metal and paper, you're selling expression and visibility. Startup costs stay contained. When you combine a quality badge-making machine, starter dies, blank button parts, printed inserts, and basic packaging, the total starting cost usually falls between $450 and $550, depending on size and machine type. The strength of this idea is flexibility. The same machine can serve different customers without changing the setup. One day it's event badges, another day it's school pins or promotional giveaways. That keeps demand varied and reduces dependency on one market. Sales usually come from local events, schools, small businesses, online custom orders, and social media. It's a compact, machine-led idea that fits small spaces and relies more on demand than volume. Number 8. Desktop 3D printed functional items. This idea works because it turns digital designs into physical products without traditional manufacturing. A desktop 3D printer lets you produce real, usable objects on demand. No molds, no bulk inventory, and no minimum order pressure. From a setup perspective, this is one of the most controlled manufacturing models available. A reliable desktop printer, starter filament, basic tools, and finishing supplies make up most of the cost. When everything is added together, the typical startup total usually lands between $500 and $600, depending on printer quality. What makes this model powerful is flexibility. The same machine can produce completely different products just by changing a file. You're not locked into one item. If something stops selling, you switch designs, not equipment. Sales usually come from Etsy, niche problem-focused listings, local requests, and direct online orders. This isn't about trends or art, it's quiet, practical manufacturing built around solving everyday problems efficiently. Number 9. Resin art and small decor items. Resin decor works because it feels custom even when designs are simple. Trays, coasters, jewelry dishes, and wall pieces look unique by default due to color patterns and finishes. Customers like knowing their piece won't look exactly like anyone else's. This idea leans heavily on aesthetics. People don't buy resin items because they need them, they buy them because they catch their eye. That makes visuals and branding more important than volume. Startup costs are moderate. When you combine molds, resin materials, pigments, safety items, and packaging, the typical starting cost sits between $500 and $550. The appeal here is perceived value. Small items feel premium when finished cleanly, which supports consistent demand without mass production. These products sell best on visually driven platforms like Instagram, Etsy, and local art markets. Buyers usually discover them through photos, not search, which makes presentation everything. So now you've seen how these products are actually made, not in huge factories, but in small spaces with simple setups. Every idea in this video is something a single person can realistically run from home if they understand the process and control the costs. If any idea made you stop and think, that's the point. Study it, break it down, and see if it fits you. And if you want more real, no-nonsense business ideas like this, make sure you're subscribed to Business Dash. I'll see you in the next one.